G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. Today we're going to look at something pretty cool. It is the Osmatic pour for V60s. The Osmatic pour is something I've only come across recently, but it has been around for a very long time, and up until about 10 years ago, it was the pour of choice for a filter coffee or a V60 coffee. Taking a good look into an Osmatic pour, it's a really simple technique. However, I actually find it quite difficult to really get right and to control the flow. That's really what it's all about in terms of the actual pour. It's about how you control that flow. And if you know me, I'm a massive believer in how you pour really affects the taste of your V60. So we're going to have a look at one coffee made with my signature recipe and then made with an Osmatic pour as well. You've just seen me make the two V60s, got my control recipe, and we've got the Osmatic pour. And man, I find the Osmatic pour quite hard to do. I don't do it often, so just holding it there in that one spot, controlling the flow, it can get quite fatiguing. So it's definitely something worth practicing if you want to, get better at this technique. So let's just jump in and have a quick taste. Let's see what we've got. All the sweetness is there, the balance is there. This is a Panama Geisha. So it's one that I have here quite a lot, one that I know what flavors to expect from. Balance, sweetness, everything that the control recipe needs to have is in that coffee. Let's look at the Osmatic. Okay, straight away, it's so much more clear. There's plenty of balance and there's probably a little bit less sweetness, but it's very clear and it's very crisp. The Osmatic pour is something I've kind of seen before and not really looked into because fundamentally it doesn't work in my head. Pouring into one spot for something like a pour over in a V60 seems a bit counterintuitive to me. However, the results when using a good coffee that's been roasted really well to a filter standard, the clarity is actually really enticing and really bright and lively. And there's definitely some things in that I really look for in a coffee. Now that we've seen the technique, let's just quickly talk about a little bit of the science behind this pour. Osmatic comes from osmosis, and whenever you make a V60, osmosis is happening. It's the movement of a soluble material moving through the solute, i.e. coffee and water. A few of the differences to mention between the two brews really come down to clarity and to body. Now, if you've seen my previous videos on V60, I'm always after balance, sweetness, and the body to kind of all come into one and be a complete beverage. The Osmatic pour is a couple of things. It's clean, it's clear, and it's bright. And those things are great, but it comes at a cost of the body. Now, that's something that is going to be susceptible to your taste buds, so dive into the Osmatic pour and see if it works for you. There is a really great explanation of it on Cafex's website, which I'll link in the description below. One more thing that I feel the Osmatic pour lacks is a little bit of complexity. In my control coffee, there's just a lot more florals and a lot more sweetness, and there's more complexity in the whole cup from start to finish. And as we've said, I really like the Osmatic pour, but it definitely doesn't have that level of complexity that I know the coffee can produce. At the end of the day, I actually really enjoyed the cup of coffee that came out of the Osmatic pour. But I still have that, it just doesn't seem right to me when I'm making it. It just seems a bit counterintuitive, but you can't really fault the product that comes out of it. But try it for yourself, see how it goes, and let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been really fun. Please do try this Osmatic pour, and please do try my control recipe as well. Let me know what you think of that, and I'll see you on the next video.